All right, let's jump into this. This is the Tonight Show. Wake and Bake Mix combined. This is the 31st episode of the Tonight Show. Today we're going to touch up on mistakes women make that will hurt them from finding an actual good man out here. You got to remember, one of the main things to me with women is that them acting like they know everything, miss know-it-alls, Based on that, they ain't alone because men, they do that shit too. But women, they're refusing to budge. And I believe this is their way of feeling useful toward men in their way, you know what I'm saying? And independent, you know what I'm saying? They want to plant their foot down in the ground. I get it, but really they're brainwashed into thinking that this is attractive to us, and it's not attractive, y'all. A man is going to need you to adapt to diversify yourself. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't, you're going to end up becoming like a narcissist. And we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Period. So, a big mistake women are doing, in my opinion, is overvaluing themselves and putting themselves on high pedestals. They're doing this because they have placed their worth off of comments and likes. Instagram, you know what I'm saying? And to me, all the guys in her DM, to her, she's the catch. You know what I'm saying? She's on this high pedestal from them with the likes, comments, and all that shit. I'm not saying that's right, wrong, whatever, but I'm saying that's what it's from. A big portion is. And then she mixes it with the fact that she goes to work, feels herself, you know what I'm saying, makes her own little money, and then she feels a certain self-entitlement based off those two things. Also, she's expecting the guy to say, yes, she works, she's combative, she act like she don't need no man, she stands strong through it all. Those are thoughts of a fucking beta male, okay? So that's what most women is going for anyway, more than half the time nowadays. Next, no matter what, never forget, women always want to be in a relationship, y'all, or at least try it. Just saying. So don't make it a priority about relationships. When you step up to the plate to the bitch, you talking to her or whatever, don't start talking about no relationship and you want to be this type of man and this and type. That shit sounds whack. You know what I'm saying? Just pop it for the profit. And the profit is the next step you gonna make with the bitch mentally if you really fuck with her. You see what I'm saying? And what I'm saying with this relationship shit of jumping in, mentioning that, is because most women that are 35, between 35 and 45 years old, they try to put love as a priority at that age. And when they do, they overvalue themselves. And then they end back up in the same position because 9 times out of 10, the man that they're platforming that to don't be off of that. You see what I'm saying? See, women don't like waiting for love as they get older because they're figuring that their clock is ticking. They're running out of time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be real with your appeal on this woman, man. Especially from that 35 to 45. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they be feeling like, but not knowing that in this generation with women, the clock is slowed down. You know how you daylight savings time, generation savings time. Like it, nigga. If we're 40 with kids that are tall as us and shit, and we're young, they looking just like us. Like we get mixed up. So you got to remember that also. Now, a lot of women, this is something that's typical, is special to me. A lot of women face love anxiety. See, you gotta remember, she ain't doing nothing but fronting whenever you ask her about her feelings, how she's feeling, her thoughts on her job, her fashion. That shit's all up front because they're scared they gonna fall in love way faster with the man than the man does with the woman. So they're not necessarily telling you everything. They don't want to run you off. They have anxiety, dog, believe me. They got so much shit on their mind, even about stuff that's not actually crooked or too fucked off. They'll put too many multiple thought processes in one. How can you put multiple thought processes into one thought process? When that thought process that's one, you're putting multiple extra thought visions into it, just sending little BB shots at it for no reason. And so that's what women do. They don't think logic, they think emotion, like I say. As far as all that stuff, like as far as when she has attitudes and stuff, why you think she like you? When she gives you an attitude, period. When she likes you, she gives you an attitude. The reason why she giving you the attitude to me is because she just don't want to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the love anxiety from her heart got her missing out on the good dudes because of that ugly hurt look on her face, that long chin, and when something ain't going right in their mind. They're going through love anxiety, bro. They're going through love anxiety. You see what I'm saying? And what about that nasty little attitude? Like, nobody likes that, you know what I'm saying? And it makes you look unapproachable, basically. So, and out of all this, the thing that shocks me is how they're quick to tell you that they're happy being like that. That's a lie, y'all. So that's what I mean by they're fronting. You see what I'm saying? It's really the anxiety of not wanting to be hurt, and it's slowing you down, women, from finding your good man. Next, the confused woman. The confused woman, most likely when they're older and confused, either had a beta male dad that was a pushover or no father at all. I kind of don't suggest this to most guys because this will potentially fuck up her vision of seeing the good man that she needs. So listen, if you mess with her, not only is she not going to treat you right, but it's going to fuck up her vision of the good man that's going to walk by her while she's sending you those rays of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So you got to help yourself and help her by helping out the situation, by being on top of it. Exponentially, a lot of men aren't. Beta males, you see what I'm saying? Now, what I just explained to you about her, the reason why is from the lack of the alpha, the male inside of the household growing up as a young lady. You see what I'm saying? She may even stay around with a weak ass man because he'll stroke her ego, and she'll take that as him being a real man. You see what I'm saying? I think it has to do with, like I said, not actually seeing male dominance in her upbringing, being she only knows beta male emotion. So you got to be aware of these things. So to understand now, and before I go, that women aren't realizing how lonely they are until it's nighttime, dog. Yes, it seems to me, though, that other cultures of women, they're awoke to this. They're not, they got something to wrap up with at night, the other cultures, like I spoke about in some episodes before. It's also putting a lot of women under pressure that they're not gonna show you. Always remember before I leave, species who fail to adapt will go extinct. This is the episode of The Tonight Show, episode 34 to be exact, and I'm going to slam dunk 35 and 36 sometime today. Until then, ciao.